I thought I could go another year without hearing about Bonnie Blue. Apparently, she's pregnant. She's pregnant now, and she's still in the news. I thought like she was absolutely finished, but I guess I'm saying the internet still wants to give her like airtime. But Games, let me see this.
Congratulations on the pregnancy and the baby.
I know. Thank you.
Who got her pregnant?
How far down you are?
Far enough to know the baby's healthy, and I'm doing fine.
Good. Do you know the sex of the baby? Or
I'm not gonna lie.
I do.
I think there should be legislation to ban these type of people from reproducing. I'm gonna be honest. I think there genuinely should be legislation. Her son or daughter will be absolutely bullied to the bone. They better be homeschooled. If they're not homeschooled, they're cooked. I'm gonna be real. They're cooked. She's absolutely deep fried her children's future.
You're not sharing it?
Not yet.
No, okay, fair enough.
This would be too wholesome. I need to share it in a really disgusting manner.
She has to pay someone to pick them up and take them to school. Because if they know that's how much
has changed your attitude to the work that you do?
No. I mean, it's been hard. Like, I've not found pregnancy easy. Like, morning sickness is well and truly throughout the whole day, and it's not just been in my first trimester. Yeah. But in terms of me wanting to continue filming, that hasn't stopped or it hasn't slowed me down.
Oh my God. Pregnancy hasn't stopped the thought urges.
Change the kind of things you do that rules out certain stunts, perhaps?
Maybe stunts? Be more careful in certain elements.
You know what I want to understand? Why do we feel the need to try to make sex work sound professional? I'm genuinely curious. Why do we feel the need to try professionalized being a thought? Let's be real. Let's say this how it is, okay? Are you not like? Are you stopping to do the absolute different types of sex acts that will put your child's life at risk?
But it has not stopped what I'm doing or me wanting to invite the public.
People might hear you say that and think, "Oh, hang on, but you're pregnant. Does this stuff not stop for anything? You're pregnant."
I mean, a lot of people, I've been posting clips recently of me having intercourse whilst pregnant, and they're like,
oh my God,
you can't do that.
That's disgusting.
You can.
Yeah, I think to most people, shocks, whether women want to say you can or can't have it, you can. Like, it is okay and it's healthy.
No,
and
it's not.
Me having sex with one person for 6 hours or a large group of men for 6 hours is the same thing to me. It's just
there's no way that is healthy for the baby. 6 hours, that's a shift. Are you crazy?
Different shapes and sizes.
It's clear from the documentary on Channel 4 that lots of people watched, and from interviews I've seen you do with other people as well, that you are a very smart businesswoman. You know what you want from what you're doing.
I guarantee she did this for money.
And you tell
New
everybody
niche
that you enjoy it as well. It's not a chore for you any more than anybody's job is a chore.
Yeah, for sure.
This is not a job.
Days, of course, when it feels like a chore or you get tired or whatever, but no more than that. Not traumatizing to you is how you put it. You're also changing.
Explain to me how it's a job then if it can be quote unquote traumatizing. Please explain that to me. Because I don't think any job can be traumatizing. Except maybe the military. But I would never compare this to the military. Of course.
Industry, it seems to me.
Or,
Redesigning it in a way.
Ambulances and all that
not
bullshit.
Just public facing, but public involving.
Yeah.
Why did you want the public literally up close and personal in that way?
Because when I used to watch content online, it's so unrealistic. It's made to look like it's genuine and authentic, but how many times do you call your plumber and then the next minute you bent over your kitchen counter? Like,
what? I just missed that. I don't know.
Public literally up close and personal in that way.
Because when I used to watch content online, it's so unrealistic. It's made to look like it's genuine and authentic, but how many times do you call your plumber and then the next minute you bent over your kitchen counter? Like, it just doesn't happen. And it's
okay.
You were asking me for real. Never.
I mean,
just so you know, never.
Come now, freaky Bethy.
There's always been like men in the adult industry that are filmed with people dressed as schoolgirls, or they're implying they're super sweet and innocent, and the next minute they're having sex. And that's just not the reality of it. Nor do people have these perfect perky boobs and flat tummies, and it's not necessarily relatable. And my content is meant to be relatable to the audience. So there's no better way of doing that than me just
how has this gone on LBC 97.3? How has this gone on there? Someone explain to me how we've mainstreamed prostitution. How has this happened? How has this occurred?
There as a mother to be, or prior to being an expectant mother, do you accept that? You draw a very firm line at the age of 18. I know people have criticised you heavily for the barely legal stuff and everything, but you draw a very firm legal line there. But do you accept that underage kids, say between 13 and 18, 15, 16-year-olds, are watching your content?
Okay, let's make this abundantly clear. If your 13-year-old son or daughter is watching Bonnie Blue's content, that is on you as a parent. I'm sorry to break it to you. You as a parent have failed. I'm going to be real. I'm a defender with this one. once you upload content on the internet is for the frisky. It's for everyone, right? If you as a parent are that neglectful that you're not checking what your children are watching, you're a dumbass and an idiot. Game is game.
Yeah, they probably are. But they're watching it anyway. Like, it's not just me they're searching for other adult content creators. And that's where it comes down to the platforms to have stricter rules. And I think they have.
It's not the platforms at that point. I think it's the parents.
About underage people watching content. So that's not down to me.
It's 2026. You can genuinely put restrictions on their gadgets. They just don't want to.
To getting up to. Like, I cannot be responsible for what a 13-year-old is doing.
Well, you mentioned stricter rules. The government has just had a consultation and finished the consultation this week on whether to ban social media for under 16s. Would you like our country to go that far, the same way Australia did?
No.
Yes.
Why not?
I just don't think so. Like, social media can be damaging for sure.
I'm gonna be real. I think that's the best thing that could happen. I think if they banned all social platforms that you can build communities with, quote unquote, or like conversate with underage children, right? So like I'm talking like Reddit, Discord, you know, stuff like that you could community wise, because children should not be building communities online. I'm sorry to break it to you, because then adults will infiltrate that shit. I think kids should be outside with other kids. I'm sorry. That might be crazy to, you know what I'm saying? You need to develop your people skills as children, because that's the developing years. Once you're over 18 and, you know what I'm saying, you want to be a degenerate now on the internet, that's fine. But I think in the forming years, you should not be on the internet and should not be allowed on the internet. But the parents will never do it.
But so could drinking on the park.
Like, the thing is, right, you know, Reddit was, like, if we banned all platforms worldwide, right, Reddit, Discord, like, you know, the stupid shit, like, so you can't talk to other people online. You can do the news, check the news. Like, you know, Facebook back in, like, 2000 and whatever. I promise you, so many ideologies, so many idiotic shit would be finished. Antinatalism and all of that, because they don't have the balls to say it in face to face. They will never have the audacity to say it in person. That's why they go on these internets and find degenerates and absolute idiots that will, you know what I'm saying, communitize with them.
Your friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, at 16,
a lot of these ideologies are only allowed because they're on the internet and there's stupid people behind each other.
The more you restrict them, the more they're going to go and do something else anyway. So
That's
I just
a
think
lie.
it's more.
You see,
be more.
I don't live by this code of if you restrict it, no, you restrict it and you give consequences to the restriction, i.e. banning something is okay, is not good enough, right? You have to criminalize it, right? So if you ban something, you have to add a consequence if you go around the ban, right? Or else it's irrelevant. Because if I say you're not allowed to cross the street, but then once you do once you cross the street, there is no consequence, at that point, what's the point? At that point, there's no point. You have to criminalize it and the parents are held liable.
Careful what they're up to, or restricting certain things they can search for. Like, maybe if they're under the age of 16, they can't be searching Bonnie Blue.
That doesn't work because there's VPNs. That doesn't work.
But they can still go on social media. Like,
but can they? I think they can at the moment, can't they?
They can, but I mean, like, instead of just banning social media, which is ridiculous.
It's not. You see, this is what I'll never understand. People like to frame things the things that they can't imagine losing, right? They like to frame it as though it's impossible to get rid of it. It's not impossible. North Korea did it. China does it. They just bar it. It's not hard to bar. People want to frame it as impossible to do because they don't want to even imagine it gone. Like, they said the same shit about Roe v. Wade. That's in the bag. We can't confirm.
I mean, often the news can be more fake than what social media is.
So you think it's a sledgehammer to crack a nut to do the overall?
Oh yeah, they need to deal with the news. I'm not gonna lie. The news needs to be. They need to bring back the law. I don't know when they removed it, where the BBC and all that doesn't have to be. Like, it has to show both sides equally without framing, right? I miss when news channels and all that weren't ideological. Everything is left wing now.
I think you should be,
especially in the UK.
Lazy, I think, just banning it at 16.
So what I noticed in the Channel 4 documentary, which I rewatched,
because people underestimate that you need drastic changes for drastic problems.
That you pivoted towards a younger and younger audience, if that's the word.
Because she's a predator.
And I mean, people also engage with you as well.
Yeah.
Have sex.
You see how she loves to frame it as because let's be real. If a man was out here saying, I go for 18-year-old barely legal bitches, he probably would be in jail. Like, if he had a line of girls coming to him to get cracked, he would actually be, they might make a law against him. Like, they would frame it as he's grooming them. If we're being real. They would not have this type of energy if it was willing participant females. They would absolutely shame, law. Even though it's choice.
With you as well. Is this in your mind? Are you something of a sex educator? Is that how you see yourself?
Yes. And
Yo, I gotta give it to the LBC, bro. They try to profession. She's just a fucking degenerate. I'm gonna be real. I'm sorry to break it to you. She's a degenerate that targets 18-year-old men. We can confirm this. She targets 18-year-old men. She's a predator, and she exploits them for her gain.
No, obviously I can play into that, but it's part of that is rage bait. But part of it, like when some of these men come and sleep with me, and I don't just mean the 18-year-olds. I mean the ones that are in their 40s. Like you can be a virgin at any age, and you can have a lot of sex, but still be so bad in the bedroom. Like I've had one night stands. I've dated people in the past, and they think they're amazing, but they are terrible, and they need to be educated. So like when I have sex with the public, often I'm saying, oh, this is what I like, or I'm asking them what they enjoy, and they become a lot more confident and comfortable with me because I'm not expecting them to throw me around the room and have me upside down and making my eyes water and it looks like my makeup's dripping. Like, it's very real. Like, sometimes guys last 10 seconds. Sometimes I can't even make them finish or they can't get hard. So I explained to them that's fine.
That shit might be awkward.
A lot of people in porn take tablets. It's so fake. It's so
inject what?
But they don't know that because they don't see that. So when I work with the public, it's nice to be able to educate them on the reality of what happens in a professional shoot.
But if let's say as a fact that younger kids are watching your content. I'm
actually gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie, look, the only way you can beat degeneracy is with more degeneracy, right? Because right now, if we pull the plug, a lot of bitches will start complaining. We're gonna get to the point, of course, in the near future, of course, where this shit is gone in the gulag, hopefully. I say right now, because women will never empathize unless it's happening to them. That's what I realized. I say we get a brother that has a platform to start doing the Bonnie Blue method in reverse, and let's see the public reception. Let's see if he gets invited to LBC, BBC, and all of the above. Yeah, I'm talking full-on documentary, 1,000 bitches in 24 hours, and he shows all of their faces, right? Because now they've been devalued. We can confirm. Imagine you see your wife losing a V card to that guy. That's crazy.
I'm going to say something, but it doesn't apply to all of your content. But to the most extreme edges of your content that's available online, I'm only speaking for myself. When I was 14, 15, and you're starting to, well, you were well ahead of me there, but because
was the internet even around when she was young?
But you're thinking about your sexual self and how it's developing and all of that. Your content would have made me frightened of sex when I was a child.
Yeah, I think it depends because
her content. I think we need to bring back actual definition. I think we need to Marxistize the words that have been used now, because we've liked to broaden words now to make it fit more people. No, I think we need to remember the times, remember the truth, right? Her pornography, right? Don't say content. Keep it what it is. Her pornography scares young women, of course, and I don't blame them, of course, because she is she's like the Tom Phelps of being a thought, of being a whore. We can confirm this. And I think she devalues women as a whole. Actually, no, I don't think she devalues. I think she is the most progressive I've ever seen in my life. This is the logical ending of what the progressive movement pushes, what the liberals push. This is the logical ending. Game. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I can't watch the whole thing. 6 minutes in, I'm already done for the day. I'm gonna catch you man tomorrow. Let me know in the comment down below what you guys want me to react to next, and I'm gonna see you man tomorrow. Peace.